This is the very first video of my brand new YouTube channel. So if you're new here, you're in luck because I'm new here too. And I wanted to introduce myself to you. My name is Sam Ross, and talk with you a little bit about why I was inspired to start this channel. So I have been working in the online space for over a decade now. I started off many, many years ago as a coach. And before I got into coaching, I was unaware that if I really wanted to grow my business and scale it online and, stop trading time for money and be making money while I slept, so to speak, by having products and having more traffic sources coming in, I was really going to have to learn how to grow something online. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know what above the fold meant on a website. That's that valuable real estate that when you click into a website, that's above the fold before you start scrolling below. Had no idea what that was. I didn't really understand how to write copy. I was really a newborn to the space. But I kept at it. I kept learning. I took a lot of courses. I kept piecing together information, and slowly I started to grow up, and I became a toddler, and then I became a tween, and then I was a teenager, and now I'm a full-fledged adult working in the online space. I have built a couple of digital businesses now, and the reason I'm starting this channel is at a certain point, I was told and realized that I really had a knack for the branding and the marketing pieces and the advertising pieces. And I was really becoming passionate about copywriting. And about 3 years ago, I took the plunge and made the decision to start my own agency. And I really want to share some of that journey with you guys because I'd like to document it for myself, and I'd like to kind of show you the behind the scenes, which is hard for me because as a person who is really into building brands and really into advertising, image is a big part of what we put out there and what captivates me. And also my dad was a big advertising guy in New York City. And I guess I just grew up in that aesthetic of back in the day and Madison Avenue and the golden age of advertising, image and being put together and all of that was everything. And while I'm really glad that we live in a time that's much more relaxed now where things are just more real and more raw, I still think that there's a lot of value in that. And I'm telling you this because it's hard for me to be messy. And it's hard for me sometimes to admit that I don't know things or that I need help. I don't know if you can relate to that. But I also need to remember that I do know a lot and I have a lot to share. But I thought it would be helpful to show people some of the messiness and some of the behind the scenes stuff, because I feel like if I could do this person who really had no formal education in marketing or advertising, I didn't go to school for any of this, I don't have a degree, I was a professional actor on Broadway and television, and I didn't go to business school. I don't have an MBA. I was really intimidated by the idea of starting a business. But I feel like if I can do it, you can do it. And not only did I do it, but I'm thriving and I'm loving it. I really feel like I found my calling and I'm loving everything that I'm doing. And I just want to share that with you because if you have a dream or if you have an idea, if you have a vision for doing something in this space, for starting your own business, for helping people, maybe you're a coach, maybe you're an author or speaker, you're some kind of thought leader, and maybe you want to put a program together, or maybe you want to start something where you can actually help people. Maybe it's through a course or through a book or whatever the medium might be. And I want to help you do that. I want to share my journey and my processes for building my agency and my programs. And I want to share my insights, and I want to answer your questions and offer support, and just let you know that if you've got a message, if you've got something to share with the world, nobody is going to give you permission to do it. Nobody sent me a letter or called me on the phone and said, "Hey, Sam, you know what? It's time. You're ready. Start an agency. You get the stamp of approval." That did not happen. And I did have, luckily, a great support system and a lot of great friends around me in this industry. And they really cheered me on. And I remember one of them being like, "Just do it. Just start one. And what else are you going to do?" So I did. I just changed my narrative, changed how I was interacting with the world, changed what I was putting out there online, got my first customer, my first client, did a website for her, redid some of her branding. Then that led to another one and another one and another one. And the momentum started. And I know how scary it can be. I don't know really how to like run a business, but I just kept telling myself, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I don't have to know everything right away in order to start. And when I need to know those things, the time will come, the lesson will be there, and the information and the education will show up. And you know what? Every single time, that's exactly what has happened. And if you don't have a support system around you or anybody who kind of understands what this crazy world of the online business is, if you don't have a cheerleader saying, "Just do it," I would love to be that for you. I would love to help you and be that person who can show up and cheer you on, because I know how important that is and how motivating it can be. And it really helped me, get a kick in the butt and get myself going. So I would love to be that for you. And I am really hoping that if you are watching this and you decide to stick with me and stick with this channel, you'll get a lot of value out of it. I really want to be able to share my knowledge and answer questions and kind of just be a person who can offer some guidance or insight. And like I said, I also want to show you the truth, the rawness, the realness, the mistakes, the challenges, the frustrations, the behind the scenes of what it really takes to stay in it and stick with your dream and build it every day. So thanks for watching. If you are somebody who has a dream, a message that you want to get out there, and it's something that you'd like to share in the comments below, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you're working on and where you're at with your business. Maybe you're a very, very beginner. Maybe you're further along in the process, but don't hold back. Share it with me, and I will see you in the next video.